All right. So, first aid kits. This is the one that I keep in my truck that I take on vacation with me. And when I go on vacation with my family and the boys, I beef it up a little bit. Normally, I don't keep some of these things in here, but always a really good pocket knife, a cheap little carabiner. It's nice for helping clip stuff together. This kit is made by Elite First Aid. I've added a whole bunch of stuff to it, but I really like their bags and how they kind of have all the compartments and everything. Obviously, for little kids, we've got Tylenol, ibuprofen, we've got uh, little pink stuff for their guts, Dramamine for when they get motion sickness on cars and airplanes, and uh, we have eye wash medicine. I've got Visine in here too for when the kids are swimming in the ocean and get seawater in their eyes and chlorine in their eyes. They have all sorts of tape and bandages. This is just a pill bottle full of ibuprofen and Tylenol and aspirin and allergy stuff, Benadryl, Zyrtec, what have you for adults. Here we've got some basically stop your bleeding real quick stuff. It's nice to have this stuff along. Little kids, you need a good trustworthy thermometer, tweezers, a pen so that you can actually write stuff down, and a pen light that you know is working, because you never know where you're going to be. Waterproof bandages. They are a lifesaver. All sorts of bandages, butterfly bandages, waterproof bandages. It sucks when you're out there. Kids want to go swimming, they got a cut on their foot, and you don't want to get salt water in it. You've got eye pads and gel dressings and all sorts of pads and dressings and tape on. Some of the other things that I've added are these iodine swab sticks. You can buy them by like the 30 pack or something like that. They're really great for cleaning out wounds. We've got an emergency blanket, triangle bandage, a snap light just in case. These are just knockoff emergencies. The kids get a little diarrhea, need a little bit of that. And then you keep them drinking fluids with a bunch of this orange drink, vitamin C stuff. We've got big bandages, scissors, obviously. God forbid we'll ever have to use that on one of my kids or myself, or it stays in there just in case. Then over here we've got Visine, once again for those kids that are swimming, get that chlorine and salt water in their eyes. And then we have antibiotic ointment. Here's an important thing. Antibiotic ointment goes on top of wounds, not in wounds. So, kids' wounds starting to scab up, you can spread a little bit of this on it to keep it soft, or a cat scratch or something like that. Not in the wounds. You want to go in the wound, betadine. Clean it out with betadine. We don't put stuff in the wound. Normally, I have a bottle of betadine about that size in here. I just keep refilling out of this. But it blew up on the airplane, as you can see. It made a mess, so I got to buy a new one of those and refill it with this. A few other things that we have in here. We've got, obviously, the sting relief, the antiseptic towels. This is, somebody faints, it's basically smelling salts, and it'll wake them up real quick. More of the antibiotic ointment, chapstick, prepidine pads, all sorts of stuff. Cough drops, just in case, they're getting sick and you don't want them hacking on an airplane. And then we've got liquid skin here also, which is really great for little kids. It doesn't burn like super glue does. So those deeper wounds that you feel like you can handle yourself with a little bit of betadine and scrubbing and then sealing it up and then putting a patch on it. This is real handy stuff to have. That's about it. it's just really smart to kind of have this stuff on hand, especially when you're on vacation and you're running around all over the place and all of a sudden somebody hurts themselves and now you're in the car or hiking down the trail or doing something trying to get to either Walmart or something and getting absolute gouged on prices by because you just got to buy whatever the hell they've got. So do yourself a favor, go out, buy a nice first aid kit, tear it all apart, and add all this extra stuff that you want to put in. Once again, I do love Elite First Aid. I don't know if you guys can see that. That they're not. I'm not sponsored or anything like that, but they do make really great kits. I'll show you some of my other kits one of these days. I keep one out on my gun range just for obvious reasons. I keep one in the back of my saddle for trauma and that sort of stuff. And then I keep a warload that goes in the mountains with me on pack trips. So I hope this helps. Get prepared. It's going to make your life a little bit easier. This whole thing together, it don't even weigh 4 pounds. So hope it helps. Yeah. Have a good day.